Hi guys, it's Nancy, and we have some new releases from Spellbinders for May 2022, and I'm going to show you a couple of them. This first one is going to be an assembly video. So this is the 3D shopping cart right facing. So they had this shopping cart come out around Christmas time of last year, and that was with presents and Christmas trees and, you know, all kinds of Christmas themed. Well, now it's come out again, but instead of facing to the left, it faces to the right, which I prefer better. I don't know why. So yeah, let's put one together. I have not put this together yet. Let me show you the dies that it comes with and how to visualize this. So first we have the background of the cart. If you wanted to either make a separate solid layer, or you're actually going to need that to cut this layer out, which is going to be all of your see-through part of the cart, right? And then this is going to be the handle and the corner of the cart up here, kind of like a bumper. And then here we have the handle and the attachment to the cart, you know, the part where your kids climb in and out of when they're like 3-4 years old. Then we have the base and the wheels. And then these two parts I was a little confused about. And then I went back and looked at the pictures, and these make the cart 3D, which is why it's called the 3D cart. So you have a thinner one and a thicker one. And what this will do is you can see there are score marks on here. So when you cut this out, this will pop up. The sides will pop up so you can glue the front and the back of the cart together. And this will be the back and the front of the cart. And then if you want a little bit thicker cart, you'll use the thicker one. So I'm going to demonstrate that with the thinner one. We'll make a pretty thin shopping cart here. And this is my first time putting it all together. So we're going to learn together. So the first thing we're going to do is get our platinum out. And we're going to die cut using some of the Color Essentials cardstock. It's a nice heavy duty cardstock. So I have my cutting layer down, and I'm going to do the shopping cart in orange because Home Depot has been my life this weekend, you guys. Home Depot and Lowe's. So you know what? Let's celebrate the orange. You could do red for Target. You could do silver for traditional. My grocery store has green carts. So, I mean, you can do any color you want. And what's fun about this cart is you can put whatever you want in this cart. And I'm going to show you some of the new gardening dies, which I think are great because we just had Mother's Day, but this is the time of year. As I said, I've been spending a lot of time at Home Depot. All right, so I actually need to cut out 2 of those. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space, and then we're going to cut these out. Let's move this over. I want to try to use my paper to the best of my ability here. I have tape everywhere. Maximize my space, I should say. So if we move this over, there we go. Trying to center that. All right, and then we need these 2 thinner pieces, this piece and this piece, and then I think the rest of these will be out of gray and black. We're going to cut 2 of those, so I think we're okay there. One of those, one of these. This is the bottom, that's the back. I'm going to need 1 more of these for the front, and I'm going to need another, the other side of the shopping cart. So we're going to move this, cut this again, and cut this. so those are our orange pieces. Okay, so now we need these other pieces, which are going to be the wheels, the bottom of the cart and such. So I'm going to use some, do I have some scrap silver? I do. Look what I found. So we're going to use this for the base, for the handle, and then I'm going to use a little piece of black for the wheels. Actually, you could probably do the centers of the wheels silver. Okay. Okay, and then I have a scrap piece of black here, which we're going to do the wheels and actually we only need one set of handles. There's no two handles. So one set of handles and the wheels. Okay, so I believe that's all we need to die cut. Now let's assemble. And I'm going to use art glitter glue because it dries pretty quick. Grab my tweezers here, bring you guys down a little closer. Hopefully there's not too much glare going on there. Okay. So I have all those pieces out. Okay, so we have the front, or the right and the left of the cart, I should say. We have the little cart bumper. We have the wheels. Do they go that way or the other way? Okay, this is our handle. This is our handle cover. This is the center of the wheel. This is the back, the front, and the bottom. And those are all scrap pieces. Okay, so let's get to assembly here. So I'm going to use my fine tipped art glitter glue. And I'm going to start with the wheels. And there's, ooh! I'm going to shake my glue up. A little too liquidy. And I'm going to start with the center. Put that on, and then I'll put the tire on the outside. And there's a little bumper that goes on the front here. Helps to have your little jewel picker tool when you're dealing with these little pieces. Put that over there to dry. Gonna put the handle on here. Where's my cup holders for my coffee? Doesn't Home Depot have those on their cards? Okay, so then the rest of this is scoring, and there are little score tabs on here. So this is going to be a thin 3D pop-up one. And again, there's a thicker one and a thin one. So these two pieces go for the thin pop-up. And then these two go for the thick pop-up. Okay, so I cut out these smaller ones. And then we're going to score this for the back of the cart. Okay, so that goes on the back. And then for the front of the cart, there's a smaller score line here, so you would cut this down for the front of the cart on those score lines. And I'll show you here. We're gonna put all this together. If I can do it, you guys can do it. I thought this would be cute for masculine cards, for Christmas cards, feminine cards. I mean, who doesn't love shopping for something? Okay, so this is how it goes on for the back of the cart. So it's the full size. And then for the front of the cart, you're going to cut those two lines here and here. You see that? So let's cut this one. Okay, so that's going to be the front of the cart. So let's get to gluing. Let's put the 3D elements together, and then we'll put the wheels and the handle on. And it might help if you have some, what do they call these tweezers? Reverse tweezers, so that it holds everything together while you're waiting for that glue to set. So since this is the front of my cart, this is going to go on the front here. And I do recommend art glitter glue for projects like this because it dries so quickly. This does not take long at all for that glue to set. Now I'm going to flip that over, and we're going to do the back. Oops, I think I did that upside down. I did. It goes this way. Just realized there's a slant. There's a slant here that matches the wagon. There we go. There we go. So now everything's slanting in the right direction. Okay, now I'll move my tweezers over to this side. Okay, and then this will be the bottom, which we'll put a little glue here and a little glue here, and that'll go on the front and back of the wagon here. So a little tab of glue here, 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 here. Tuck that into the front. Slide that into the back. And this is totally optional. You could just make a single layer shopping cart. You do not have to do all this. It's just that little bit of extra that kind of makes the wow factor when you're putting a card together for someone and they're like, "How you bought that?" And you're like, "No, I made it." And they're like, "No, you didn't make that shopping cart." And you're like, "Yes, I did. I still have glue on my fingers." All right, so while that's trying to attach, I'm going to put some glue on here. Just going to give that a little help with the tweezers. And it, like I said, doesn't take very long for this glue to grab on. And it's a clear drying glue, so anything that oozes out, you're not going to see in the finished project. Okay, so now on this side, I'm going to put a little bit more on that tab there. And on this tab here. Oops, I meant to do that on the inside and I didn't. There we go. 2 sets of tweezers. And then once that's set up, we're just going to put some glue here and here and we'll attach that. And I have these extra pieces that I can save for the next cart to do the wheels. All right, we should be set now. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Okay, now we're just going to add some glue here. Now, I'm wondering if I should attach this piece. I'm going to hang this off the edge before I put that on. I know you guys just said, "Oh, cool, she just made a shopping cart out of paper," because I said the same thing. Okay, we're just going to have glue hold that side, and our tweezers hold those two sides. And then while that's drying, we're just going to slide that aside. I want to show you the companion kit I got, which we will, I'll die cut everything in just a second here, and then we'll throw together a card, because these are easy. This die set is called Plant It Here. And like I said, there's quite a few you can choose from. I'll put the Spellbinders link down below for you. So this one has that outdoor garden theme. So let me show you what you get and what each die is. So you get a couple of different plants. You get 3 different plants, okay? You get the pot, and then you get all these other pieces, which can be like your saucers, can cut out the different layers of the pot so you have more of a 3D look to it. This actually cuts a line in the pot so that you can tuck your plants in. So these all go with the plant, okay? Then we have the watering can, and the watering can has a handle, okay? Then we have the boot. Who doesn't love a plant inside of a boot? And then we have our fun flamingo. So with the flamingo, you have his nose, and then you have a set of legs or a plastic spike. So if you wanted to do the legs, you could definitely do the legs. If you wanted to do the plastic spike, you could do a garden flamingo. So I'm going to go cut these off camera, and then we're going to put a card together. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I die cut everything. So let's assemble it all. Look, if I'm going to be extra, let's be extra with our flamingo. If they sold this at Home Depot like this, I would buy it. Okay, so I'm going to get my glue back into action here. And with the flamingo, the little pieces that go over his face, his little beak and stuff, they do cut out, and they break up here. So we're going to leave this part white, which goes over his eye. Like that. Where's our little jewel picker? Okay. And then this little piece, we need to color black. So I'm just going to grab my black marker and hold that down with my little pokey tool a second. Okay, and you don't have to do a lot of detail. There's a couple of these pieces that I do kind of want to just lightly color. He is so cute. And we're going to put a little black there for his eye. Okay, and then I cut out the little post for his legs. Well, his little garden post. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on there. And just pick him up and stick that on there. Okay, so again, if he were a garden, he would be extra special. Okay, so we have him to put into the cart. All right, speaking of cart, we should probably finish. I guess that just goes on the card like that. I don't know that that needs to be attached. I could attach it. And here you can see how the card is popped up. It's 3D. See that? And then I'm just going to kind of stick this bottom in. I only put that glue on the inside there. So we'll let the tweezers hold that in place just like that. Okay, so that's our shopping cart. All right, let's finish assembling here. I cut everything out so you guys could see it. Oh, I think I just missed, I didn't do the one plant. This is the only plant I didn't do. And here's the 2 pots. And I didn't cut out the saucers or the 3D element. If you wanted to do that, you could. I'm going to take a little bit of brown marker here. Maybe not. Wow, that marker lid did not want to come off. Okay. And again, there are die cuts in there to die cut these in different colors. I'm just using markers just to be super quick here. Okay, so same thing. We tuck this into the little slit that's automatically die cut for us. Tack a little glue in here. Put a stamping block on, hold that one. Tuck this one in. That looks like a tomato plant. Put a little glue on that one. Put a stamping block on that one to hold it. That one has way too much glue, but that's okay. That'll dry. And then here is our boot. And they, again, added little little embossing elements on here. So we can color those in. And same thing with our watering can. So our watering can has a little floral element, and then here is our handle, and it shows you there where you can tack the glue for the handle. You don't have to use all of these pieces. They are really cute on their own or with the shopping cart. Okay, so then I have this card base, and I found this paper as I was going through. I use scrap papers when I cut all these out, so I find a color that I think will work, and then I just cut them all out of different colors of scrap paper. And I found this I found this paper, and I thought, wow, that flamingo would look really good in that paper. But it's just a little too busy, so we're actually going to use the back side of it. So I'm going to cut this down. I think it's already 4 inches. Yeah, so we're going to cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. And the back is pretty bland. It just looks like some printed burlap or something, but it'll make a fun card base for this shopping cart of fun. So now is the fun part. We would add our shopping cart. Actually, we could go this way with the card and add more elements. Maybe I'll do that. And then we can add inside the cart, because it's 3D. See how fun this becomes now? This looks like, okay, went shopping at the Home and Garden Center, went a little overboard and bought everything. So you can see that. I think I'll stick this way, and we'll save these other elements. We'll just put the plants in there. You know, we could hang the watering can off the handle here. Now we'll save that. We'll save the watering can and the boot for another day. The boot would be fun if you did a gardening. I mean, you could just do a gardening card and have the plant coming out of the boot. So there's a lot of fun things you could do here. But I thought in conjunction with the shopping cart, these are too cute. So we're going to glue our shopping cart down. Fits just perfectly there. Obviously, you wouldn't mail it as a 3D card like this. You could put a gift card in there. I wonder if a gift card would fit in there. Let's see. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you could put a gift card in there for a new homeowner. That would be super cute. Okay, so then let's just glue our elements inside the cart there. And I'll put this one behind, and then I'll pop up the other one. So we'll put this one back here. And then I'm going to grab my little foam tape. I'll put a little foam on this and the flamingo. Let me know in the comments if you think, if you got this die, if you would use it as a pop-up. It's really easy to assemble. Excuse me. Or if you would just use it in the 2D version. Just not pop it up. Just use it flat, which is, of course, an option. But I wanted to try the 3D option because it looked a lot of fun. And I'm going to have to say I really do enjoy the options that I can put presents in it, put a gift card in it, put all these fun little gardening elements in it. Hopefully my 3D doesn't show up too much there. Or my foam tape, I should say. Okay, so we're going to make it look like we got some plants and we got flamingo on this trip to Home Depot. And like I said, you might already have the left side facing cart if you got it around the holidays. And there was all these different options that are still available on the Spellbinders website where you can get Christmas tree presents, things like that. Okay, so that's popped up a little bit, and then we're going to do our little flamingo. I'm going to trim off a little bit of this foam tape. There we go. He's really going to be our show stealer right here. Everybody's going to say, hey, what aisle did you get that flamingo in? Oh, yeah, he's down there in the garden center, $19.99. Okay. Now, we'll put a little glue on his stick there so it doesn't get too crunched. But really, he's going to be like right here like this. Popped up in his glory. And we're not done yet. We also have some fun sentiments. So let me show you those. We'll stamp out a quick sentiment, and then we will call this card done using 3 of the new products from the May 2020 release from Spellbinders. Again, we use the 3D shopping cart right facing, plant it here dies, and we're going to use the shopping run sentiments. So the sentiments say, I came, I saw, I did a little shopping. Today, do something for you. Sale, noun, an excuse to buy something you don't need. I am not a shopaholic. I am helping the economy, and shopping is always a good idea. And then there's some little spots and hearts and things like that. So I think sale, noun, an excuse to buy something you don't need is perfect for this, because I don't know that anybody needs an exotic flamingo iridescent in their yard. So let's stamp that out on some paper here and get that on our card. That's too cute. That is way too cute. Of course, you could stamp the sentiment on the inside of the card. That is the shopping run sentiments. And again, I'll link everything down below for you for my affiliate to Spellbinders. We're going to trim this so it's a nice, perfect little square. Okay, there we go. That is perfect. Okay, we're going to glue that in. Frame that up right there. And there we go. We have a fun 3D shopping cart and some fun elements to go with that. All right, if you had fun watching me make this card, please give this video a thumbs up. If you want to go do shopping, please use my affiliate links down below. They don't cost you anything, but they do help to support my channel. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys. And keep on shopping. Bye.